Whew. Now do you see why I use that thicker cardboard material, dense material on the floor rather than the craft paper? Hey, if I only had craft paper and that's all I knew, I would have put craft paper down on the floor and still been as careful as I could. And I was still really careful, and I probably could have gotten by that way. But most people, you know, if you get this stuff here, and like I say, they didn't used to carry this stuff years ago. All they had was craft paper. So I only saw this, maybe a couple years ago. I always keep my eyes open when I go to the Home Depot or to the hardware store to see what other types of products they have coming out in the future or in the present that I should know about. And had I not been keeping my eyes open, I wouldn't have known about this stuff. But I'm liking this stuff. It's really dense. I didn't cut any of it when I installed it. I did not cut any of it with a sheetrock knife. I used some tin snips and I cut it that way. It didn't take that long. It wasn't that big of a deal. And it went down pretty good. And I'm liking that stuff. I don't really have a need to use that stuff very often. But this is one of the jobs that I thought I should use it on. Okay, that's what it's going to look like when you're done up to this stage. And see, I had to be really careful along here. That's all still flush and stuff because the tile, I don't want to extend the tile any further than that. In fact, the edge of the cabinet here, I don't know if it sticks out this far. And with the bullnose trim on the course, we'll just have to see where this edge of the tile ends. I don't want it necessarily to end there, do I? Because then the grout line is not gonna fix this. But I'm gonna have to extend the tile at least out to that line. Do you see what I mean? To cover that. And the same with that end over there. And the funny thing, when I was getting this off and pushing down on here, this right here, there's no backing from about here to there. This just pushes down. And it's like those turkeys, whoever installed that, they didn't put backing all the way around there. And see, that particular cabinet is one that fits in the corner like that. It's got a Lazy Susan in there and stuff. And the cabinet end probably doesn't go all the way there. It probably runs short. And then they didn't finish off the little pieces. So when I take this off, I'm going to have to extend, put a little piece of 1x4, a 1x3 pine in there, screw it, glue it to the wall, a little piece there and a little piece there for the backing for the countertop. Enough of that for now, but hey, this is how it's going to look. And it's about 3:30 now, and I started this probably 11 o'clock-ish for just this one little section. So that gives you an idea how long that's going to take. That's if you're trying to save your cabinets and being careful and stuff. That was about 4.5 hours, and I'm gonna knock off for today, get cleaned up a little bit, and rest a little bit, and get ready for my next go tomorrow. So today is Wednesday. I've got this far. So now Thursday. I don't know how far I'll get tomorrow. I probably should make a goal for myself. The goal for myself, and granted, I'll be able to work most of the day. I'll be able to start earlier than 11 o'clock. My goal would be to take all of this out and the backsplash up to around the sink, and leave the sink for Friday to disconnect the sink, disconnect the water, get the faucet out of there, get the garbage disposal out of there, do all that kind of stuff. That way I get most of my dust and everything taken care of tomorrow. And I noticed there's one little spot over there where my plastic got a little bit loose. See? And so before I start tomorrow, I have to remember to kind of roll that back up, put a couple more little pieces, boop, 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 down in there, because I'll be working over there. I'm trying to keep all this dust to a minimum. Now granted, when you get all done, you're gonna have dust in the other rooms and down your hallway and all that kind of stuff. There's no ifs, ands, or buts, because what happens is, even if I would have put masking tape all the way down that side, even if I would have put masking tape all the way down this thing, okay, where I've been going in and out, okay? When you take your plastic down, your plastic, it has dust. This is all dusty now. And the floors, I'll have to sweep up the floors and all that kind of stuff. But when you take the plastic down, you're going to create a little mini hurricane in itself. By just this whooshing down, you can do this as carefully as you can. I don't care how many people you use. You're bound to have some of this dust fly off the backside of the plastic. And as you're rolling up the plastic down on the ground and all that kind of stuff, it's just a given. I don't care what you do, you're gonna have dust everywhere else. So on this floor, when I get all done on the floor, I'm gonna have to sweep it, vacuum it, or dust mop it, wet mop it, you know, something. It did pretty good. You see, there's no real dust on there. And that's because, just because it got loose up there, most of it hit this plastic, and I was working on that other counter in the far corner, okay? And so I've kept it to a pretty bare bones minimum, haven't I? And so I'm liking what I've done so far. I've only gone out to the dumpster. Well, I've gone out to the dumpster maybe 5 times, and now I've got this stuff here to go down there maybe 4 times, 4 or 5 times to the dumpster, no biggie. Okay, and so tomorrow, you see how much there is here. That bit would take me over to about there, and then so I've got about twice as much, almost twice as much to go tomorrow. But my goal will be on Thursday to take all that up, take the trim up around here, because see, there's trim that goes all the way around. I have to be real careful with that. Real careful all the way around there. Real careful taking that backsplash off, scraping that stuff off. See, I got all the clumps off. Do you see any holes? Do you see any holes in the sheetrock? I mean, no matter what you do, you're going to have at least this, depending who installed it, what type of material they use. See, that stuff, they just put globs on the back side of the tiles, and then they did that. And instead of the lines with the trowel, you know, if they would have had lines with the trowel, I don't know. I don't know if it would have come off as easily. Might have come off even harder. I'm not quite sure. But that was the ticket, man. Take all your bottom stuff off first, then use that as a wedge and lift those. You're lifting those up off the wall. You're not pushing them into the wall. You're lifting them off the wall like I did, and pop them off there. Okay? All right. Well, that's it for today. Well, that's all I have for this time. But I'll be back with more videos. Ooh.